in many ways, the system isn't broken, it's fixed. It's fixed by the people who want to preserve it. But bringing it down to the ground, what we are trying to develop are entry points for those who actually want to do this. And for context, we've been recipients of donor advised fund capital, either through an investment or through a recoverable grant in many of our deals and funds over time. And then all of a sudden we said, why aren't DAFs doing more impact investing, especially impact first investing? So a couple of years ago, with a grant from the Rockefeller Foundation, we did a pretty large scale donor survey. Donors sitting in DAFs at big national DAFs like your Fidelity and the Vanguards of the world, to community foundations, to the faith-based DAFs. We also talked to, so we had like several hundred of donor responses, as well as speaking with a couple of dozens of DAF sponsors to get their attitudes on impact investing. And it's actually quite encouraging. And this is true for large accounts and small accounts. Our survey found that 72% of donors are actually interested in making impact investing through their DAFs. We gave them buckets and percentages to choose from, and the average is that people would allocate around 25% of their account value towards impact investments, and that if it were available, more readily available as an option to their DAFs, they would also contribute new AUM into the DAF, i.e. they would contribute more capital into their DAFs. It was really interesting to see this result, and that then got into more understanding as to, if the will is there, why aren't people doing more impact first investing? And Fran, you come from this world at Impact Assets, so you really understand the dynamics. Impact Assets obviously plays in a different space because Impact Assets, it's a DAF itself. And so we started doing focus groups and trying to understand why people don't do more impact investing. So if you have an account of even $1 million, $5 million, it's just not large enough of a scale to have purpose-built teams. I mean, Sam, your families probably have purpose-built teams to actually look at investments, vet investments, do the diligence on both the finance side as well as the impact side. But these people just basically want to ride the wave, and they want easy entry points to get broad exposure to different asset classes and different impact themes. So after talking to a lot of people, and it took us 18 months to develop this product. Fund of funds have a bad name in the traditional investing world, but this is exactly what the fund structure is. It's an open-ended fund of funds. It's going to be a basket of managers across the private asset classes, from private credit to venture to growth to real assets, and also a sleeve for impact cash across different issue areas, from environmental impact to housing to education to economic mobility, et cetera. And the idea is to create a one-stop shop solution for folks to just get in. And then they can go from there and get more nuance and go into individual journeys. We're just getting started. Who knows how it's going to go, but we're really encouraged by the early interest and momentum. And we just made our first investment into Black Star Stability Fund, which is an extraordinary theory of impact. Just, I don't know if we have time to talk about it, but if we talk about that this even exists in the first place, it'll get everyone on this webinar just livid about these structural inequities. But intermediaries' role in creating products to create easy entry points for different asset owners. In particular, we're focused on the donor advised fund world, is a really exciting place to start.